Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker, my co-host, Juice. We are celebrating my birthday. I'm gonna be a certain age. I don't know if I'm ready to share it with you people yet. So, I'm going to be the big 43. I was thinking about not saying it, but fuck it, it is what it is. I'm well taken care of. I take great care of myself. And yeah, I'm on a journey. So by the time you see this, it'll be my birthday, February 27th. So I feel like this episode, we should get into things that people might be grateful for. So, some of the things that I thought about that I'm grateful for, but I'm not gonna start with me, I'm gonna start with Juice. So Juice, what are some things that you might have been grateful for in your life and even taken advantage of and lost in the process and wish that you would have treated it better while you had it?
I'm grateful for waking up every day. Everybody, I mean, we know a whole lot of people that died way younger than we are now. So I'm grateful for that. As far as taking advantage of, in my younger days, I wouldn't say take advantage of them, but I took them for granted. Females that I dealt with, I took them for granted. I didn't realize how special it was. I just was like, oh, they be alright. And I never cheated, but it was just, I think I took it for granted. Yeah. I mean, you could say I took life for granted too, because I would put myself in situations where most other people probably would not have come out alive. And at the time, having a girl and, you know, yeah, so I could say I took my life for granted as well as females.
I think we all have done that, taking advantage of females. Well, no, I think I've taken advantage of females. I can't speak for every man, but being young, I know for sure I've taken advantage of certain females, especially the ones that were so into me, but I knew it was only gonna be like a summer thing, especially when I was young. And it came back to bite me later on in the years, especially when I might have really enjoyed someone, and it was like the roles were reversed, in a sense, the feelings. Almost like a fucking Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens boomerang situation. But shit, even with those, at this age, do you wish that you could get them back?
Absolutely. Every one of them.
Me personally, I don't wish that I can get them back. It was a learning experience. And I don't necessarily hold on to the past. Things that I might have taken for granted, or things that might have escaped my hold, so to speak. Going forward, I've treated the next situation a little bit different, especially those that were nice to me, I was a lot more honest with them off the rip. Or I might have even taken it slower.
When you say you might have taken it for granted and you change it up a little bit for the next one, you still took it for granted.
The one that I fucked up on. And then going into the next situation, I didn't take it for granted. I then realized that some people fuck with you on a different level because of what they might see in you as a person, right? And I might not necessarily have seen that. I'm thinking she just fucking with me because I look a certain way, or when I was young I was getting a couple dollars in the street, or my name might hold weight in a certain area. You know what I'm saying? So, not thinking that she seen that I had potential to be better than I was, right? Because I didn't see that in myself. And we speaking about birthdays, it being my birthday, I didn't even expect to see this age. So maybe she had the foresight to see what I was gonna be. And I might have taken advantage of it, not knowing that I wasn't gonna even make it to this age. So it was like a fly by night. I'm just gonna fuck with you for this amount of time and be done with you. But even with that being said, I don't wish I can get those women back. It happened, I made mistakes, and I improved over the years.
Well, I don't wish I could have him back, but if I had him back, I would love it. But, and then they never did anything bad to me. I just took shit for granted.
Another thing that I might be grateful for nowadays that I'm older, charcuterie board. I love those things. And let me tell you, you put one out at a party that you invite me to, I'll sit by that motherfucker the whole night. I'm eating everything off it except the pork.
There's a lot of pork on it.
If you invite me to the party, then you know not to put that shit on the board or make my own. You understand what I'm saying? I'm eating olives, I'm eating the cheese, I'm eating the crack, I'm eating everything else but the fucking pork.
Growing up, I was happy to have a jelly sandwich. Cause I never ate peanut butter.
You eat ass, don't you?
I don't eat peanut butter. I don't eat peanut butter. See, that's the crazy.
Some of them asses was packed with peanut butter.
Growing up, I ate jelly sandwiches, but growing up, my little brother ate peanut butter sandwiches because he never liked jelly. I never liked peanut butter, so I just ate straight jelly sandwiches.
Why you didn't like peanut butter?
I just never, I think it was more the smell or anything, but I used to eat peanuts.
The smell? But you put your face in a fucking butt. You talking about the smell of peanut butter, but you'll put your face in the ass. Explain that to me.
Well, I wasn't doing that as a kid. I didn't start doing that until I got to teenage years when the hormones kick in.
Do you eat peanut butter now?
Nope.
It didn't grow on you?
Nope.
But asses have.
The hormones kick in.
You want to use that as an excuse?
No, it's the truth. It's not an excuse. Damn, a peanut. I'm trying to get my nut off.
So you get your nut off by eating ass?
That is the precursor to, you know what I mean. Don't stop, man. Come on, man.
The people don't.
They should know now. They've been watching the damn show.
Another thing that I might be grateful for is bras and panties that match. A set. You take them clothes off. It's nothing like bra and panties that match. I mean, that's something to be grateful for. Come on, dog. You don't like shit like that? She put some thought in that. She knew what she was about to do with you. And she's on her best She's at her best. Bra and panties, a certain design, same color. When she take them clothes off, is that not something to be grateful for? No?
I'm just grateful I'm either in her room or she in my room, or her house or my house, and she allowed me to get that. So I can give two shits whether they matching.
You fucking the car?
What?
I've tried it. But I'm a big mom. I'm big. My big ass ain't fucking in no car. Especially no foreign. It gotta be American.
I had a Buick.
You had a Buick? But you small. Like really small.
But that back seat was crazy.
I need all the seats to go down. The driver, the back seat. It need to be like a real, like a bed, like bed-like.
So you need a sub. You gotta drive you a sub or something.
See, and that's why, see, saying things like that, people think you're silly. They think your people's is getting a check for you because you say things like that. You mean the SUV?
Oh. I didn't know I had to pronounce the actual letters of the acronym.
Who the fuck says sub?
Cause I don't want to pronounce the syllables, but sometimes, bro. It's syllabalistic. I don't want to pronounce them sometimes.
Who the fuck raised you? Speaking of bra and panties, another thing that I am grateful for is well taken care vaginas.
That should be universal.
For that. Through my travels, I've been lucky enough to come across well taken care vaginas on beautiful women. The best. Thank God. God has blessed me. That's something to be grateful for. Is it not?
I mean,
Dog.
I guess, but you know, me and you different. We way different. So wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
Cause I was dealing with a girl. She used to douche. She douched all the time. The only thing is, when you douche like that, you're taking out all the good nutrients. All the good nutrients that you're not gonna get when you eat it. Sometimes you gotta let that shit marinate. There ain't no problem with douching. Douche. No problem.
Some women,
and she had like the best odor too. I mean the best.
Some women will never douche. Especially these new age women. That's a thing of the past.
They don't, do they still make masculine guilt?
I have no idea, bro. That's the thing in the past, though. Even like, I'm gonna say it because we keep it 110 on this show. Even fucking with women of a certain age. I'm not gonna say the age, but certain women of a woman of a certain age, that bottle of vinegar.
I used to be like, why is there always a bottle of vinegar in the bathroom? What are they in there doing? Making a salad?
Salad in the bathroom.
What the fuck? They making a salad? And that shit worse than bleach if you leave it out.
Child.
Like, what the fuck?
Licking on that vagina could thin out your blood.
You got the big red shit on top of the shower rod. That big red shit with the tube. Man, we done made Kool-Aid in it.
You fuck with a woman of a certain age, licking on her vagina could thin your blood out. Or
used to work then. Look all the kids they done had. Grandpappy ain't had no problem.
Cause your granddaddy like a little salt and vinegar.
I don't mind it neither. That's what squirt tastes like.
Why, you know what? Why do you... I gotta make some adjustments to this friendship. I gotta make some adjustments to this friendship. Because what? Squirt tastes like you drink it.
I didn't know. Like, you don't know, like, kind of when it's coming unless she tell you it's coming. Usually when she tell you, it's the last minute. Like, that should have burned the shit out your eye, though.
It's pee.
No, it's not pee, bro.
Squirting is pee.
No.
They did a study on it, bro. I looked that shit up. That shit is pee, bro. A doctor, I'ma post it.
There are glands in a woman's vagina that are called the Skene's glands.
Yo.
That help you get ultra wet, and they can challenge that shit. Not all women. They can challenge that shit, and it'll skeet in your eye a little bit. I don't mean like shooting out crazy. I don't mean that. But when you in the muff, you in that muff, it'll get in your eye.
Dog. Squirting, that squirt is pee.
I know what piss smell like, and it wasn't piss.
What if she drink a lot of water?
That means her potassium, magnesium gonna be down. She gonna have a fucking heart attack.
You drank it though.
No, I didn't drink it. It just popped on me, so I was like, oh.
But you took it down.
No.
So how you know how it tastes?
Spit it back on her. Make it even more wetter. More better. The crazy thing is, you probably done the same thing, you just don't admit it.
Drink piss? No. Put a pamper on that ass.
See a piss or not?
You drinking piss. You a piss drinker.
I told you I never drunk it.
Since a young boy, I've been determined. Even after that. The one time it did happen when I was young, I was determined. Something came over me where I wanted women to do it. Because it was a different type of high for them when they got off, right? Like squirting, it was just like, yo, this dude made me squirt. So I look forward to it. And that's another thing of mine that I cherish or I'm grateful for. The drive and dedication that I have when it comes to damn near anything. You know what I'm saying? If I really want something, how far I'm willing to go. The dedication I put into the craft, whether it's anything that I've competed in or I really want it bad. Sports, podcasting, shit, fashion, vehicles that I wanted, crib, jewelry, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even women. I'm grateful for that because a lot of people don't have the drive and dedication that I have. What about yourself?
I mean, I always had drive and dedication. I mean, shit. I'm a United States Army veteran, ex-volunteer firefighter. So, I mean, I always had drive and shit. But I had more drive when it came to females. Like, I always wanted them to be proud of me. Always, like, you know, that's what I always wanted. And to be happy at the same time.
If you had a female now, do you think she would be proud of you?
From my past, yeah.
Future.
Oh yeah, what I can do in the future, absolutely.
I feel like I got some sort of foresight. Like I could tell, basically, like the ability to fucking be able to see what's going to happen, especially with me. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm talking about me. And that's because of the drive and dedication. Like I believe something can happen if I dedicate myself to it. I seen my brother, my older brother, and I've said this before on the podcast and I'm gonna say it again. I seen my older brother while my house was the party house, the animal house. My mom was always working and it was me, my older brother, my cousin Agard, God bless her dad, my cousin Charlie Rock would come through, all my other cousins, Eddie, Spank, all these people. And they were all into shit outside the house, dangerous shit. Especially my cousin Charlie Rock. And my brother would be outside with them as well, but he spent a lot more time in the house, him and Agard, lifting weights and writing rhymes and making beats. Philly blunts, Dutchess, the guts everywhere. I see my brother make beats, write rhymes, They did their thing. My brother got a record deal. I know that it can happen. The drive and dedication, if you dedicate yourself to something and you serious about the shit, it will happen. So
the main thing what you gotta do, and I totally 1,000% agree with you, but the main thing, other than the focus, stay away from the bullshit.
It's hard though. It's hard, like especially
from the hood.
Exactly. When you from the hood and that's what you know, the bullshit is right outside the door.
As soon as you walk out.
I've been grateful enough to live in the area that I live in, and I can go down the hood, I can mix and mingle, and when I'm done with that shit,
get the fuck out of Dodge.
I've been fortunate enough and dedicated myself to living a better life that I can escape that shit. Some people are stuck there, and the people that stuck there still gotta figure out a way to maneuver through that shit and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? So that is the hardest part. The hardest part is to grow up around the bullshit and try to stay focused. Especially with your friends being into that shit, the bullshit. Because when you don't participate in the bullshit,
not anymore.
Even though at a certain age, when you don't participate in the bullshit that your friends are doing, you are looked at like a sucker.
Because you were doing it at one age, and then now when you get older, you're like, nah.
Yeah, or even if you got a dream and you taking the dream serious. Yo, I hang out with y'all dudes, but when y'all start to go left, I gotta go do this. Or giving them a certain amount of time and then getting back to your craft. Something that you fucking see yourself doing in the future. Me being a walker, it was so easy to go down that avenue of being a gangster. And I had my years of it, proving myself to be that, right? And not living off of my brother's and my cousin's name, but making my mark in the world, so to speak, when it came to that gangster shit. I'm done, champ. I don't want no more of it. Nowadays, when people meet me, don't even know that side of me. You understand what I'm saying? So I had my fair share. God bless the people that's trying to figure it out now. But I'm telling you, if you stay on that road, it's gonna end a certain way.
You got it because you got out.
Yeah. I told one of my mans that is a, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say no names. Killer. Now he's changed his life. And I met him I met up with him at a particular job. And I thought that I was the only one that escaped that life, that wiggled through the net. And then I seen him. And I said to myself, how the fuck did you get here? It's very few that wiggle through the net and get away from the catch of the day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm one of them, thank God. And he is as well.
Everything happens for a reason, bro.
But my right hand at the time when we were younger wasn't so lucky. And he got a bid right now that he's doing currently for murder. Another thing that I feel like I'm grateful for, just having the ability to get up every day and report to a place of business, a place that pays me well weekly. Because coming from that life, it's hard to give that up and get up every day and punch a clock, so to speak, knowing that I can get what I make in a week in a day or two. That's the hardest shit in the world. But that's another game that I'm still learning as well. Being in a place of business and trying to maneuver through all the bullshit. You know, not kissing ass, but it's a game as well in the workplace. Not even answer to somebody. You gotta play a certain game. I never went to companies' birthday, Christmas parties. I hated attending those because you gotta be a certain way. And if you do go, I always said this to myself, if I ever went, one drink, maybe two, but that's it. I'm not gonna be the black guy taking fucking copies of my ass on the Xerox machine. I ain't gonna be the black guy in the bathroom doing lines of cocaine. I'm not gonna be the black guy that's throwing up and acting a fool so they could talk about me come Monday morning.
You can still go and not do none of that. I've been to them parties. So.
And that's why I said, I know my limitations. Now here, I show people the podcast at work. 1, 2, actually. I don't care to share this podcast with anybody else because people pass judgment. What I do here and what I do outside of my place of business is a different thing. Even using the word nigga, you won't hear me saying it at work.
You're not supposed to.
We'll never.
Technically, you're not allowed to. By law.
But outside that motherfucker, it's nigga, what you say? Nigga, what you looking at? Yeah. Nigga, fuck you.
Business is business and leisure time is leisure time, bro.
But that's the thing. Like, you don't, like, even at work, like, I know certain people, they do pass judgment. And
somebody gonna always pass judgment.
No, listen, but that's the thing. You gotta learn how to maneuver. It's a different game. Like I said, work, having the ability to understand that I'm in my place of business where I get a paycheck from and conducting yourself a certain way versus how you conduct yourself outside that place of business. Just like the streets is a game and you trying to figure out how to maneuver through that shit without getting killed. If you selling drugs or you in the street versus knowing how to maneuver at your 9 to 5. It's a game, bro. It's a game. At times I get tired of playing that shit. I want to let my motherfucking hair down and just, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't gotta worry no more.
Yeah, but you always, listen, and it's so easy to, like, I remember at times I've had cars, right? At times I wouldn't even want to drive my old school joints to the job. Muscle cars, all that shit. Because I didn't want that car to cause so much attention in the parking lot where people were trying to figure out who car this belongs to.
And how the fuck did you get it?
And how the fuck did he get that? So I wouldn't even drive this particular car to work. I would drive the car that looks like I can afford it. It's yo, this shit is all a game, bro. And you gotta figure out how to conduct yourself in every part of the game or in different situations. You can't say certain shit. You can't go out and hang out with certain coworkers. You can't attend these parties, whether it's birthday parties, after work hours at the bar, or even Christmas parties. And even if you do, if you are attending those things, you got to be well-mannered, well-behaved, as if you are at work, because people are always watching.
I was never like that. That's why they always wanted me to come there.
You was always wild and crazy at the parties?
I'm not wild and crazy, but I just wanted to drink and dance and eat. That's it. That's it. I was dancing with managers' wives and shit. Like, and other dudes be like, yo, you know who wife you dancing with? Yeah. So Monday morning, like you said, Monday morning come, one of the managers, he wasn't my manager, but he was a manager. He said, "Y'all, I wish we had another party." He said, "I like that shit." He said, "My wife was so happy." I said, "Okay, I get it." But yeah, bro. Like if I cause there was times I didn't want to come to them holiday parties. Not the Thanksgiving one, not the Christmas one, not the New Year's one. They even had a Valentine's Day little shit. I'm like, man, I don't feel like coming. They like, yo, you gotta come.
I remember one time I attended a party and shit, this was not too long ago. This was at least 3 years ago. I went to someone's party in the neighborhood and he had a backyard bash. It was like a fight party. It was like during the summer. I needed to go to the bathroom.
How was it?
And he walked me to the bathroom. Now, mind you, he lived in the hood forever, right? But his parents didn't grow up in the hood. So when he was walking me to the bathroom, his mother was making, the mother was making potato salad. But she was standing next to somebody's mother that we grew up with from the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And this woman grew up with my family. So when I was coming in, this woman said, "Hey, so-and-so, here come those walkers." She said, "Here come them walkers." So my man, the dude, mother said, she stopped doing whatever she was doing, was like, "Who's the walkers?" And I looked at this woman and she was like, "Oh no, I'm just playing. Hey, so-and-so." But the damage was done already. You understand what I'm saying? That dark cloud, that intrigued. She wanted to know then who the walkers were. The dark cloud, the stigma of what my family was back when still follows me today in certain crowds. And as we talked about off camera, changing the narrative. When you meet me now, and it's not that. It's not what it once was. I did my fair share of, I had my time. This past summer that went by, we were having a barbecue and I went and got a 12-pack of beer from the supermarket. And the young lady at the cash register asked me for my ID. And I'm like, "You don't see all these grays in my bed?" Like, that shit took me for a little, and I'm like, started thinking to myself, like, there was a time that I would have loved
to get caught.
Yeah.
Now, but it's almost like a damn insult.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
You don't know who I am. Of course you don't know who you are.
You don't see how I conduct myself?
Man.
Like, what the fuck? So, with that being said, I am grateful to have grown up and developed some sort of sense of who I am, the potential I have, and just having a vision on who I want to become and staying focused on the task at hand. I'm grateful for the family and friends, or the friends that I consider to be friends, the family that I have, still having OGs in my life that I listen to, being able to take constructive criticism, and having great health, and shit, being in the crib, not having to depend on anyone, having the hustle that I have, and having the people that love me and show me that they love me around. I look forward to living another 43 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we could.
Getting through life the way I am, making it look easy to some people when it's really not. And also, I discussed this young lady this past weekend with some people, having a conversation, maybe two, with Sarah Bella on the phone. She's never met me in person. We never went out on dates. I don't even think she has my actual phone number. But the way that she support us,
absolutely,
reposting, it costs her nothing to do it. Shit, she reposts shit of ours all the time without me asking her to do it. If she liked it and she laughed at it, she reposted. So with that being said, with that type of love, her candles
will always be here.
Will always be on this fucking desk. So I'm grateful for women like her and men that repost my shit as well, or our shit as well. I thank you, Sarah Bella, for showing genuine love to us consistently. But with that being said, I think that we said enough. I am 43 years old. I am a Pisces. My birthday is February 27th. I look forward to hearing and seeing all the birthday wishes and all the love that is going to be sent, because I know it will be. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to being here another 43 years. So we are going to close out the show. We're going to raise our glasses. And in normal fashion, we're going to close out with, we rollin' bitches.